Beautiful Welland Park, eh? Let's go for a walk. I haven't been in here since my update. I'm sure the flowers are out now. It is a bit of a dark and dismal day, that's for sure. Time for a Welland Park update. Okay, right, the Welland Park update that I promised you from before. Hoi. Greetings. It's time for another Welland Park update. No one watches these. I've done two before. They are the most unwatched videos I've ever done, but I'm not giving up, I'm sorry. So let's update. I've got 2 weeks left here. The bike is stranded in France. I've got to ring the insurance company today. I've been back a day and I can't leave until the bike's sorted out. So I might have to extend my stay, maybe till the end of September. Having said that, let's just see what's happened in the last week. So I left on Monday morning at 5:30 in the morning. I get to the tunnel. The two places I wanted to see on the way, I couldn't see them. Two grave sites, missed out on them. I get to the tunnel and there's a 6-hour wait. I get to France, bang, within 1 hour the bike breaks down. I lose all electrics. I'm stranded in this horrible little town called Honscott. I meet a guy there who helps me out. So I'm waiting in this cafe for the tow truck driver to arrive. When he arrives, we go back to the bike. A couple of minutes away, I realise I've left my jacket and my bag, my top box back at the cafe. I go back, it's 10:30 at night, and the GoPro's stolen out of the jacket. So I've lost the GoPro, and which means I've lost all the film of the trip to date. They can't start the bike, tow it to Dunkirk, so I miss out on getting to Ypres, and I've paid for that night's accommodation. I get up in the morning from this hotel that I've had to pay for, the Mercure in Dunkirk by the water, and we take it to the motorbike shop and leave it there, and then I go and hire a car. The car goes for half an hour and gets a flat tyre. I wait for 3 hours on the side of the road. They come and tow it to a place called Werner. I don't know where I am. The guys just dumped me at this car yard in the middle of an industrial estate. There's no one there, there's nothing there. And I said, could you ring me a taxi? He won't do it, he's a French. He won't do it. He says, my job is done, I am leaving. So he left. Couldn't even ring me a taxi. So I had to walk for a mile or so out of the industrial area. I found a shop and I got them to ring me a taxi, and I end up in Werner itself. I stayed there that night. So I rang up and cancelled the accommodation, and fortunately they took the cancellation at Ypres. You know, I'd given up and I was just going back to Dunkirk to try and wait for the bike to be fixed. But he said, look, it's only an hour by train to go to Bruges. So I went to Bruges. I enjoyed that. That was the only part of this trip that was planned that I actually fulfilled. So I went to Bruges, stayed there the night, walked around. There was 1 million people in Bruges. I don't know why anyone would go there. It was packed. You'll see it on the video. It was insane. The next morning in Bruges, I said to the woman, can I stay another night? Because I think I've got to get the bike sorted out. But then that morning I get her to ring the bike fellow, and he says I can't fix it. And all of a sudden I saw like a light at the end of the tunnel. I saw a chance to go that had to be taken, a chance to get out of France. And I thought, let's go. So I went down, I said, look, can I cancel the booking I just made for tonight? 7 trains, 1 bus and 2 taxis later, I've come all the way back from Bruges to Dunkirk. It's 4:20 in the afternoon. I race over to Eurocar to tell them, you didn't honour the contract, I had no car. They refused to do it. 475 euros, they're not paying me back. I said, you didn't give me another car. It broke down, you just towed it away. All I needed was a tyre in the back to change the tyre. You didn't even have that. No, the contract is over, goodbye. I didn't want to get angry, so I left. I did record the conversation though on the phone on the table. I should have videoed him for the channel and just really upset him. You know, you look back and it's woulda, coulda, shoulda. So then I've got to get a taxi. Out the front of the railway station is a taxi stand. I stand there for 20 minutes, no taxis. I go into this bar on the corner and I ask the guy, could you ring the number on the taxi? He said, there will be there, do not worry. Just go back out and wait 5 minutes. I go back out there, nothing. 20 minutes later, I go back in and say, look, could you ring a taxi? I've got to get to the bike place before it shuts. It's like nearly 5 o'clock now. And he comes outside with me and looks around for taxis and then just walks back in. He would not ring a taxi. The French would not ring a taxi for me. A taxi comes, he won't take me because he'll only take cash. Then another taxi comes. So this is like, you know, the 20 minutes later. Finally I get this guy, he only wants cash. I said, look, I can't. He said, there's a cash machine right there. I said, okay. I said, take me there, wait for me, bring me back and I'll pay you cash. So I get in the taxi with him. He's a really nice guy. We get talking about bicycles and all this kind of, very friendly, can speak English. We get on like a house on fire. Olivier was his name. And we go on, I do all the paperwork. I pay the guys at the thing. I pick up my helmet and my jacket. I've got to get them. So they give them back to me. And I said, look, I'll organise to get this bike out of here as soon as possible. I've got to go back to England. I'll call them up because they don't want the bike there anymore. Get back in the taxi, go back to the railway station because I've got to go back now to Lille to get the Eurostar to get out of France. We get back to the railway station. I forgot the coat and the helmet. Unbelievable. My mind is just going on me. I'm so distressed that I can't even think. So he has to drive me back again. It cost me another like 25 euros for a second trip back to there and then back again. Oh, when I was in Lille in a panic, I had 2 hours to wait to get from Lille to Dunkirk. The police swarm the place and make everybody get out of the railway station and they cordon it all off. And I thought, no, I knew it. I'm going to miss my train because that was the only train. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to get to Dunkirk. And they come in and they shut it. And they're all yelling in French and people are running out, you know. I've got no idea what's going on. And it was like a package, like an unaccounted for bag. That's what it was. But fortunately, they shut it all down and left before my train came. But other people missed their trains because they shut the railway station down. Anyway, so I go back to Lille and I wait and I get on I've got the Eurostar, but I've got to go through customs. When I present my passport to the English woman, she starts questioning me. What are you coming into the country for? Give her Australian passport. Are you staying in England? I said, I've been staying there for 5. What do you mean staying? Where's your visa? Can you show me your visa? I said, I don't have a visa. I can stay in England for 6 months. She said, when are you leaving? I said, I'm leaving in September. Do you have your ticket with you? Why would I be carrying my ticket for my flight, which I haven't even got printed off, to show her that's in 3 weeks' time? She's got to be kidding. Oh, she grilled me. I had to get my phone out and show her my booking that I flew over here and I had a return ticket. Unbelievable. They'll let anyone in, any man jack in a boat and they won't even stop them, couldn't even be bothered, and she's going to bail me up. Insane. I get on the Eurostar and I finally get back here. Here I am, and I've got no transport now. I've got to ring up the insurance company today to collect the bike, and I'm just hoping they're not going to screw me because nothing's gone right, nothing at all. I paid insurance, breakdown recovery service in Europe. I know I paid for it. I paid them like £400 for insurance, complete insurance cover for the bike. And I've got to ring them today. But I had to catch the bus in here today because I've got no transport. It's the only way to get to the shops. So I've got my backpack on here to be able to give me... stuff it with enough food to last because I've got no transport anymore. So I've got to get like 5 days worth of victuals because I can't catch the bus into Market Harbour until next Tuesday. I've been sick in the stomach for like 5 days, like I'm going to vomit. It's been that stressful. The whole trip I've just spent waiting, 6 hours waiting at the tunnel, 6 hours waiting on the side of the road to get taken to Dunkirk, 3 hours waiting on the road, plus an hour and a half of waiting for them to come back from lunch. That's at 4.5 hours waiting on the road to get taken to Werner. I was just been waiting on the road and then train stations, having to catch all these trains. Oh, it's been horrifying. I'm absolutely mentally shattered. I couldn't even get a razor. I couldn't even get a razor in France. You couldn't buy one. There was just none in the shops. I don't know why. It's because people are stealing them. They've got them locked away. I haven't had a shave for a week. I don't know how long it's going to take to get this bike back from France. It's got to go to the mechanic, and I can't leave until he's fixed the bike because I've got to be able to put it into storage. If I have to extend my stay, it's going to be for 3 weeks. I'll leave at the end of September. I'm adding 3 weeks to it. And, you know, I'll get to the airport and they'll say, you've overstayed. I said, well, what can I do? I'm leaving. What are you whinging about? You should be there catching people who are staying and not leaving. I'm leaving. Just leave me be. Leave me to leave. Just leave it. So we'll see what happens. And that's it. That's another Welland update. Bye-bye. There's the shops over there. Here we are. Lovely Welland Park. Okay, the park is this way. Where this dog was running down toward me, if you recall. There's a lot less water in here now because it was raining so much when I got here. This dog's coming right at me. Might have to kick it into the creek just to teach it a lesson. I don't have to kick it in the creek, it's going in the creek by itself. You lost your mind, and it's filthy up there, so there's the cafe. It's right with the world. The size of that tree, it's enormous. Tennis courts. It's a bit windy though out here today. I don't think it's going to rain though. Right, let's look at all the lovely flowers that are out. Hey? The COVID commemoration tree. Is this it? COVID-19! COVID-19! It's a COVID-19 tree. Thank you so much. Platinum Jubilee. The Queen. Isn't that lovely? If I had a backyard, I'd do it myself, but I don't think I'm going to have a property anymore when I get back. I think that ship has flown. Yeah, look at that. Beautiful. All the flowers are out. The Market Harbour. Oh, the sun's out. You wouldn't read about that, would you? Well, that's it. Does anyone bowl anymore? That's the question. Doesn't look like it. Well, here's the little memorial garden. God be praised. Yeah, it's all very, very sparse, isn't it? It's not bushy and flowery. Maybe I've missed it. That's it in there. You can plainly see. Looks like there's no bowling happening there. Okay. So this lovely section here, when it's in flower, it's amazing. But there's just nothing at all, which is great because we're going to see this slowly come to life over the next few weeks and months. Well, anyway, here we come to the Welland update table. Let's hope there's no one on it. Oh, here it is. Here, I got a bit lost. This is it. There is my seat. You wouldn't read about it. You're gonna have to get over there in this mud. So there it is. Welland update table. The children's playground. See that crow there? He was here haunting my steps when I sat here at this table. But it looked so much different. There were just leaves are on the trees. There's just nothing. It's amazing. Look, it was such a beautiful area. See that truck behind me there? It says K2 Recovery. The driver's there. I just went up and said, oh, my bike's just broken down in France, so I need to recover it and get it back. Does your company, I do not know. Do you know, have you ever heard? I do not know. People say when you get lost in England, just to ask. You've got to be kidding. I'm telling you, they know nothing. They know nothing about their own work. They know nothing about where the next village is. It's true. They can never give information. I wonder if they frustrated the Germans when they called me. I don't know. What army are you in? I don't know. Where were you going? I don't know. What's your next plan? I do not know. Here's the old laundrette, eh? What have we got here? Well, it's a different looking park to what it was when I first came here. I think I first walked through that way. It was a very cold winter's day. That's where I did my washing over there, and that's the Royalist. That's the Royalist pub there. They've pebble created, and they've coloured each one differently. And these ones, they haven't. They've just left them be. There's like a cream and a white, that's it. Here. A little bit of different trimming there though. One's grey and one's... This is the first street I walked up in 2019 and thought, oh, doesn't it look like England? That's it there. Can't see much of the trees. There was no leaves on the trees back then.